gentlemen, welcome to the longest running show on earth. This is the Mark Inspire Show, day 1650 in a row. We're here, Ukraine. Just had to do a little pit stop. Cluster bomb. What's that? Apparently, we already got hit with the cluster bomb here, but they're sending more. President Sleep Sofa Joe. Wait a second. Joanne, you're supposed to bring the volume down of the music while we're doing the monologue here, Ukraine. Nothing left to see here, literally. Did you see that car? It was a car, now it's a car. Yeah, there's just a little bit left. I think there's a wheel. When you got a wheel, you could throw something else. You know, you could do like a uni-wheel, where you just put like legs on both sides and you just roll down, the street. When you're in Ukraine, you do what you can. You grab a wheel and you roll, Anyway, cluster bombs are the conversation of the day. They asked me to come down. Channel Sapa News. Mark Pires doing it. Joanne, she's here with me, as per usual. And of course, that's right, she's wheezing. Extra loud. The neighbors here in Ukraine can't catch like a little bit of a rest. They can't even close their eyes for a moment because of Joanne. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, that's right. They're probably all dead. I forgot. Look, there's a wheel. So guys, cluster bomb. Are you on board with the cluster bomb? I'm just thinking, maybe we should stop sending weapons to Ukraine, right? It's not like we're, this is an actor, playing a part. He also is really good at doing this thing. We're throwing his bag around, and he became president for doing that. What's that, Joanne? Oh, Joanne says maybe I should do the bag thing more, and then I could be president. Look, I'm not going to be president. Well, 2024, winning big league. You want to win big league? You do the bag thing and grab a vagina from time to time. That's what you do if you're going to try to get there. Apparently, the creepier and more disturbing your past was, the better your chance that you'll be president. Look, you run your hands on my legs. I love it when kids sit on my lap. I love kids on my lap. Yeah, he said it. He's there, sleeping in the Oval, Guys, Channel Saba News sends me out here to do the tough reports. The reports nobody else wants to cover. What, Ukraine? You want me to go to Ukraine? And I gotta bring Joanne, too. What are we talking about here? Joanne, it's bad enough we're dealing with the rubble, the destruction. But then I also have the smell of you and the wheeze. Gosh, what's that? Oh, she says that Zabrowski's here to give us a woo-hoo. Zabrowsk, I'm going to point the microphone in your direction so you can woo-hoo us. Right? When in Ukraine. Yeah. When in Ukraine, you get a woo-hoo from Matt Zabrowski. That's a day to be in the Ukraine. Joanne, there's a chair here now in Ukraine. What happened? How did that happen? I was here, all of a sudden, phantom chair. Channel Saba News. Cluster bombs. Guys, it's the raving talk of the day. Everybody's on board. They all want to cluster bomb Russia. Look, we said the cluster bomb. They go over the wall. You go, they blow up the people. They want to kill people. The United States of America. What is going on? Can't we all just get along Rodney King style? Not before, when they beat the freaking hell out of him. I mean, after, when people were protesting, and then they got along. Protesting. Seems like we're really good at that. Nothing to see here, right? What's that, Joanne? No, I know, Joanne, there's nothing to see here. I'm freaking Ukraine, and there's a wheel. There's a wheel back there. So we're here, it's Channel 7 News, Saturday Night Live style, and we're about to go back to the studio. Joanne already booked a flight, booked us a ticket back, red eye. I got to get the friggin' hell out of Ukraine. I don't want to spend a moment longer here then I have to do the story. Channel 7 News. I get on the red eye. I'm on my way back. I'm cracking a Fresca, yeah? And then it's a party on the plane because Joanne's in the cargo. You know, they can't fit her in the main section, the hull. You got to put her underneath in the cargo section. Joanne, that's on you. I mean, maybe you could work out a little. Instead of hovering, you can use your legs and potentially go from place to place, not doing the hover. But no, you just want to hover along. Yeah, Joanne, you're going to get mad at me because I can sit in coach? I'm sitting coach. No, it's not like Channel 7 News gives me first class. Yeah, we're sending Mark Pires over to Ukraine, do a story about the cluster bombs. Do you have a first class ticket? No, I'm sorry. It's a trip to Ukraine. We don't do first class. We send you in coach. No leg room. Yeah, I was there. I got through it, Joanne, the no leg room thing. You at least were stuffed down in the basement with the mules. You know, because there's a couple going to Ukraine. You know, they send mules as well as cluster bombs. When you're there and you're putting together the list, and it's like a green room list of what the things you need to make sure are there in Ukraine. When it gets, and people, like Zelensky shows up and he's opening up the box. What's in that box? You know, yeah, you got the cluster bombs, of course. You know, but what else are you sending to Zelensky? A couple of mules. You know. That's what we do, as well as some, you know, cashish in $100 bill form, couple bill. You know, how much, Joanne? Joanne says 125 billion. That was a couple months ago, Joanne. I think we're much higher than 125 now. But look, when you're at it, Channel 7 News, and you're doing it here in Ukraine, and you were brave enough to show up here. You know, Kiev, I'm here, and they just did the cluster bomb. And I just was like, you know what? Well, let's at least get the real feeling of a cluster bomb. There's a wheel in the background. And that's real. And when we're doing that authentic story, Channel 7 News, they're like, let's go back to Mark. He's there in Kiev, in Ukraine, at the cluster bomb. Yep, thanks, Harry. I'm here, Channel 7 News. And there's a cluster bomb dropped at, look, you can see the damage of the cluster bomb here in Ukraine. Of course, look, I'm saying we should send 5,737 more because this is what Russia did to Ukraine. And we're going to get them back 5,674 times more than they got us here in Ukraine. Because you know what? I'm officially Ukrainian now. I am a Ukrainian citizen because I'm here doing a story, Channel 7 News. Back to you, Harry. And then Harry takes it, you know? Because look, we have to continue to push the narrative. Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Yeah, Zelensky, he's like Churchill. You know, that's what we're doing. And everybody's on board. You know, Soros, right? What's that, Joanne? No, I know it's your dad, Joanne. That's my dad. We freaking know. We're dealing with it. He left you on my doorstep. I open the door and there's a basket the size of like New Jersey. I'm like, what the frig is this? I had to climb up it. I get to the top, I look in, there's a baby Joanne there in the moo-moo, a small version of the moo-moo. It grows, it's just that we keep just sewing on more moo-moo. As you grow, Joanne, you know. Again, that's on you. Guys, when you're doing a Channel 7 News story here in Ukraine and you're getting cluster bombs to go take down Vladimir Putin, you're Putin in the work? So then you can Putin in the grave, you know? Putin in the work so we could Putin in the grave. You know, Joanne, we should run that. On the headline, Channel 7 News, Putin in the work to Putin in the grave. We're doing it here. Harry, give me a couple more. Give me 30 seconds when you get back from the commercial. No, Joanne, I have to do the voice when we go live because if I don't do a news voice, you know, then they're going to be suspicious. that I'm not giving them the truth. They only trust the truth when it comes as a stupid news voice. Channel 7 News! You know, then they're like, yeah, I believe that. That sounds truthful because it's an authoritarian voice. Channel 7 News, Mark Pires here in Ukraine. Right, Joanne? Or Channel 7 News, it's Mark Pires, I'm here in Ukraine. You know, it just doesn't have the same vibe, number two. You know, John, what's that? No, Joanne, I don't know where Porta Potty is here. Yeah, dang it, I had to mention a number two. Joanne, what I meant to say is when I go with a Channel 7 News, you get more of an effect. And people come back for more. Yeah, but they're not doing that when you're just, you know, being yourself. And you're just like, Channel 7 News, I'm here in Ukraine. There's a wheel in the background. And Joanne is wheezing. You know, that just doesn't work, Joanne. It just doesn't work. Let's try again. Number two. What's that? Joanne! Just do it in your moo-moo, I guess. I don't know. Like, you could really literally do it anywhere here because this place is done. This is one of those places you go back in 40 years, it looks exactly the same as this. Tire in the background. Sans air. That's the only thing different. There's air. That tire doesn't have any air anymore 30, 40 years from now. But every other detail here, exactly the same. No stone turned. Yeah. Some people say, I'm going to leave no stone unturned. This place is no stone turned for 40 freaking years. No one's ever coming back again. They're like, that's it. Remember Aunt Nevin? Yeah, she was cool. But she died in the cluster bomb of 23. And now we're going to go and get him back. Because remember, guys, Russia bad, Putin bad, Zelensky or Churchill. Yeah? That's what we're doing here. Channel 7 News. Remember, the voice, when you do the voice, everybody's believing it. It's the truth news, you know? That's what makes us the greatest mainstream media show out there right now. Channel 7 News, you know? What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, you don't add anything to the news story. You destroy everything you do. And you wheeze. You know? Anyway, guys, Channel 7 News, I'm going to go back to the studio, to America, where I'm safe from cluster bombs and the smell. Not necessarily of the death that took place here. Joanne. Yeah. Anyway, Joanne, can you do me a favor and call, you know, the van? We don't get a limo. We get a van. Joanne, call the van. Let them know we're done. We did our story, Channel 7 News style. You got enough to cut and send back for tonight's 5 o'clock news story. You know, right now it's about 7 p.m. here in Ukraine. So we got time to get that cut and get it back, you know. I gave you gold today. I gave you gold, Joanne. You better take it and cut it up and do it right, you know? Now, Joanne, I'm going to go, actually. You just do me a favor. Stick around. See if anybody crawls out from underneath any of this rubble. You know, let them know we are getting cluster bombs here so we could do a double-decker back on them. You came in with one. We go back to you, Russia, with 2 cluster bombs. Before you know it, you're saying, I need vodka. You freaking sure do. You're going to go through your day without vodka? Russia style? Yeah, right. You can't live without vodka. We know it. Remember, Zelensky does the balls thing. Joanne. That's why he became president. Comedy leads to presidency. You know, think about it. Look at our former president. Look, you're fired. Are you kidding me? Winning big league, I'm here, Malago. I'm going to go and be the apprentice master #1. Oh, you came in, you crap. I'm winning big league. You know, that was comedy in itself, Joanne. And then he became president. Zelensky, he does the ball bag thing, and all of a sudden he's president. Yeah. I'm here, though, Channel 7 News. It starts with Channel 7 News. You got to do the news story. You got to show up in Kyiv. After you took a coach flight, Indiana Jones style with the red line. I'm in freaking Kyiv all of a sudden. Yeah, you know? And the death. This is bad news here. Thank goodness when I go back to the United States of America, I just have to deal with the radical racism from everybody towards people who aren't racist. Yeah. You're a racist! What the frig is going on? I was just going to buy some milk. I bought milk, and that's right. Yeah, buying milk is racist 2023. You got a weird thing going on in society in the United States. But here, Ukraine, you're just trying to stay alive, you know? Put things into perspective. You get milk, you're a racist. You sound like an idiot, you know, all of you. Anyway, guys, Channel 7 News, we keep it real here, you know? We gotta tell you the way we see it. Here, Ukraine, they don't even give a crap. They're like, you want milk? You got milk? Where did you find milk? How did you find milk? Did you milk a cow? So you have milk? Because we don't have milk here in Ukraine. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, no, back in the U.S., you get milk, you're a racist. You didn't know that? You're here, Ukraine, trying to get breath, trying not to die, climbing out from underneath rubble. There's a wheel. There's a wheel back there. You can't wheel it out of here? You're doing, you know, Dumb and Dumber. You're sitting on the wheel. You put like a piece of wood, you built a contraption, you know, framed out legs onto the wheel with a bar, feet on said bar, and you're just rolling down the road. That's you. Oh no, I'm gonna stay here in Ukraine in the death of a city. Cluster bombed. Yeah. Gosh almighty, Joanne. I'll take the racist milk buying over this. Going back, Joanne, for that silliness. Look, remember, I call it like I see it, Channel 7 News style. If I go to get milk later, anybody has anything to say besides, you sure you want 2%? Maybe you could get whole milk. Whole milk? Gosh almighty, you racist? You gotta get whole milk, not half milk? Ooh, you're like a whole milk supremacist? You're a white milk supremacist? Wanting your full milk? Oh, gosh almighty, you know what? I don't know. I think we have to revoke U.S. citizenship on this one. You know? I mean, I want whole milk. Racist as can be. That's what we're dealing with. United States of America. Joanne! Drop my microphone. Joanne. No, I don't even know where the frick it is now. I can't find anything here because rubble. Ukraine, you're wheezing. Channels. Don't have my microphone, Joanne. I don't know how I'm supposed to finish the channel. I don't have anything in my hand, Joanne. It's because of you that I dropped my microphone. Hands are a little, moist here in Ukraine. The risk of a secondary cluster bomb while I'm here doing a Channel 7 news story. That could happen. Oh, Joanne, look. I found the microphone, Joanne. Joanne, let's just do a send-off and put the amplifier back. How about we put the amplifier back in the rubble so you don't see it? Channel 7 News, it's Mark Pires here in Ukraine. We did the story on cluster bombs and the wheel that's back there. Someone's going to build a contraption, make a new business out of giving rides on the wheelie. They call it the wheelie here in Ukraine. Guys, heading back to you in the studio, Harold. Remember, I'm heading back on Coach. Channel 7 News really takes care of their people. What's that? No, Harold? Fine, you want me to... yeah, they send me back on my own plane. Harold. Guys, Channel 7 News, Joanne and I, we're going to see you back in the studio tomorrow. Remember, red-eyeing it back. I will be back with a fresca. Until then, this is Mark Pires, Channel 7 News, and Joanne signing off. Bye, Manon. Joanne! Oh my goodness, sometimes when you're out of your mind, you do silly things in order to make yourself laugh. Now, everything you just saw was live improvisation because I don't know anything I do. It's all live in the moment. This show is live in the moment. 1,650 days of live in a moment, and I hope you are either here for the first time or been here many times before, and you're seeing what the show is every night. Something new. Today I was in Ukraine, I guess. What the heck, right? Cluster bombs? Are you kidding me? I am in awe that we are all still not involved in this war in a personal manner, thank goodness, because this country is doing everything they can to get us into it. And I don't want anything to do with another country's war. I don't know about you, but they, good thing I'm sitting here. They have plenty of allies that don't involve us, closer to their borders, closer to their, in Europe. And we should say, and we should have said from the very beginning, hey, look, we wish you luck. We shouldn't be involved in this. NATO should never have moved their border closer to Russia. That was something that was promised. And NATO is the one who started this entire mess. And we're, of course, pushing on it because we want to try to get rid of Putin. And this is leading towards total destruction for us. And what we see today is not the damage that's taking place. What we saw, even the Ukraine photo, whatever, that's scary stuff that's going on. And there's no consideration for the death and for the destruction. They're just like, it's war, deal with it. And that scares me because we're here and there's no reason why at any point going forward they could just say, hey, it's war. This happens, deal with it. And we just have to deal with it. So we should all be out there getting our point of view out. And if this is how you feel, that you don't agree that we should be involved in this. And I mean, just think about a potential war between Russia and China against us. And then they have Brazil and they've got all these other countries in their new, little group that they've created. It's terrifying. So we're sending cluster bombs. Britain's not doing it. It's us. What do you think Russia's going to do? They're going to retaliate. This is what scares me most. My hope is that you guys will start speaking out against this. We wish you luck. Go out there and give them hell. Let us know how it goes.
I erased all the way back by accident. That was pretty too. I don't know if I could do that. I'm not sure what I did. We'll see. Don't pick. Don't bang the guitar. I wrote this one a couple nights ago. This was some fire too right here. The first drum in the world for guitar players. I would be like crazy, you know? I'm gonna do that. I do a double kick. That'd be sick. Anyway, that's the beat seat for you guys. The first drum in the world for guitar players. You can pick one up at beatseat.rocks. Joanne will wheeze on it for you before I send it out. Joanne, where the frig are you? Yeah, oh, thank you, Joanne, for showing up when I need you. Can you give me a refill? Anyway, guys, of course, just like we do every day, we did it. We were in Ukraine. I did a whole story there. Joanne did nothing to help. She only destroyed the path. The path that she took just was all destruction. Worse than we saw with the cluster bomb. Yeah. So make sure You guys go and check it out. You want to make sure you support Mark Pires' channel, Sada News, because when I'm there doing it, you're getting the real truth, the agenda. Sorry, you know. Go Ukraine, go, 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 you know? Zelensky with the ball bag. That's a good one. You're gonna like it. That's all I can say. I got a backlog of content to drop for you guys. I don't know, but I hope I have a chance to drop some more for you. Remember, album number 16 is out now, guys. You can pick up a copy. In fact, I'll give you the link to the. This is the link to the album right here. You guys can go and listen to it and see if you like it enough to support a brother and pick up a copy. And I'm loving every song on this album. I mean, it's beautiful stuff. This keeps happening. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So I hope to see you guys downloading it, sharing it, letting people know about it. And, you know, album 17's on its heels. I already have half of it edited. We just need to get the rest of it from my phone on and ready. But I'm not going to put that one out for a while, even though it's going to be ready. I'm going to have it uploaded and have it out there and sharing and say, look, it'll be released on, I don't know, maybe in December or November. We'll figure it out. But right now, go out there and listen to Singularity. I'm absolutely in love with this album. I think it's my best work yet, and I'd love to see what you think. So leave a comment if you can. Yeah, Barella asked tomorrow, do we do it again? Same thing we do every day, Barella. We try to bring people away from the negativity. Orson Welles style, you know. Same thing we do every day, Brain, Pinky. Narf, what are we going to do tomorrow, Brian? Same thing we do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Narf, right? Pinky and the Brain. Loved it. One of my favorite shows when I was a kid. Anyway, guys, tomorrow, as Barella said so wisely, we do it all over again. So make sure you join. That's 1651 in a row. Today was day 1650. You guys were a part of something. Every day is a moment. Every day is... What the friggin' hell is that? What was that? Did anybody else hear that? I heard a doorbell ringing. That was weird. Doorbell. Trinity, how are you? Good. It's so good to see you. Colts123, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Trinity, thank you for the follow. That's what that noise was, guys. I got a follow on TikTok from Trinity Wrongquest. You know what, Trinity Wrongquest? You rock. We're here since December 31st, 2018. This is the longest running show on Earth. We do some comedy. We play some music, as you heard. And then we chat for a few minutes every day. That's 1,650 days in a row. Tomorrow, 1,651. Trinity, Colts, I hope you guys will join me as we make our way towards 1,700 days in a row. Please let people know this show exists. We're very thankful for the White House being shut down from suppressing creators, because that's all they've done. And we are breaking out because of Trinity and everybody else that understands this show exists every day despite all the negativity. We rise above it. We live in the moment. We create something magical. You know what? I remember, I'm reminded of this movie. It's so funny, but we just put out the album Singularity, and one of the songs, song number 4, is Rocket to the Moon. And it reminds me of the movie Man on the Moon. And Andy Kaufman does something crazy in the middle of a scene. He throws a glass at someone or a drink at them, and this fight ensues in the middle of this show, this scripted show. And then all of a sudden, everybody's really offended, and Andy Kaufman's there, and he's just like destroyed the whole scene. And the executive producer of the entire network comes walking in and he goes, "Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. I just want you to know, you were just a part of a moment." And everybody's like, oh, it's just a part of a moment. Something that just took place, a creation live in the moment. And I was just thinking about how you were just a part of a moment. And I'm like, this is what this show is. 1,650 days in a row of the moment taking place. And we create so much. 9 feature films, 209 songs on iTunes, guys. 209 songs. That's 16 albums. They were all created live here in the moment. This is one of the songs.
You got to go away, go away right now.
It's kind of amazing to me that we've created so much music that we have here. Our intro song, our outro song, everything is my music, and that's the way I always want it to be. So if I need something, I write it. I started a show called Get to Know America. You can check that out on YouTube as well. I did 6 towns so far. And the music I needed for walking in the streets and doing this, interviewing people and walking around and showing these towns, going to the Historic Society and getting the 300-400 years of history under our feet, which is like my favorite thing now. It was my music. I wrote something, and it was part of all my movies. It's this piece of music that will be in my background in every movie. How long did it take me? About 3 seconds. I sat down and it came right out. Everything great that happens right here in the moment. So I hope tomorrow when you are thinking about, what am I going to do? It's 10 o'clock. I wonder what's going on TikTok. I wonder what's going on YouTube. Well, on YouTube, the Mark Inspires show will be live again for the 1,651st day in a row, the longest running daily variety and live creation show on the planet. The only place that will be here tomorrow. Guaranteed. So, after 10 every single night, Eastern Standard, make sure you're here and let people know that this show exists. A live creation show filled with positivity and opportunity. And a few laughs. So, until then, Trinity, you rock. Guys, YouTube, please join me over on the YouTube channel. Just type in Mark Inspires. Peaches, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Trinity, thank you so much. Trinity said she's going to join every day. I hope to see Trinity tomorrow. If you can, Trinity, head over to the YouTube channel and just type in Mark Inspires, or if you go to my link, you should be able to just click right from under my photo. On YouTube, I got to head over and say thank you to the fam and friends that are kicking it. Let me see who's here with me. So if you are here, say goodnight now or forever hold your peace. Well,
we found Sprizzy.
Until tomorrow, at least, when we do it all over again. If you haven't yet, please smash the like. Please leave a comment right after the show and share. Share with anybody. Share with your friend, share with your cousin, share with your brother, share with your sister, share with your mom and dad. This is a family-friendly show. I don't swear. And we, like I said, get into it every single day, and we do something that doesn't exist. There's nothing, and then there's something. Barella, my friend. Sydney in the house. Derek Pardon kicking it with me. Kathleen Danford doing it. Right? Kill it and grill it. Remember, first you kill it, then you grill it. It's right there in the name. Don't have to lay it out any clearer than that. Leisure number 7, my friend. Minds Over Matters. I love it when we got Minds Over Matters with us. Pamela Swan is doing it. She's here rocking it out every night, jamming, dancing, an S-Coop, between the S-Coop and the Pamela Swan and Trish Killian and Virginia and We Have Liberty and Freedom, all of them, they're dancing in a circle going, doing this dance, the one where you go like, you got the arms up in the air? It's like a group thing, getting into the music. And I gotta say, I'm thankful for that. I needed a group dance, and they brought it to the table. So anyway, to recap, We Have Liberty and Freedom. So good to see you. I'm sorry you missed, I think you said you got to the show right at the end yesterday. It was a great show yesterday. Every show's great because there's no script. There is no script. So every day, it's this moment. And it's like, what are we going to do? I don't know. This moment right now, just so you understand, it contains the beginning of time, the end of time, and every other creation that ever took place in the history of time is all right here in this very second. It's the only thing. Just keep your mind on that for a second. It is the only thing. It's the second. Think about that for a second. It's the only thing. Everything else happened. Future doesn't. This right here, it is where the creation of all of this took place. And the end of it too. And every single thing else. We see it linear. It's not. It's all right here in this second, constantly. And this is why we continue to create unbelievable material on a daily basis. Because I understand that it all takes place right here. I'm being knocked off right now by YouTube because I'm telling you the truth. Every single thing. And the only thing is this. Right now, this second. The more we explore it, the more interesting it gets, right? So keep your heads up, guys. Tomorrow, I'll do it again. You got to go away. Joanne, what's that? Oh, Joanne says she wants to say goodnight to you guys. Joanne, nobody can hear you over the wheeze. Oh, goodness. Until tomorrow, fam and friends, this is 1,650 days in a row from the Mark and Spire show. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. You got to go away. You got to